Hello friends, welcome to Dental Excellence Academy. This is a case of fully edentulous. In this case, patient want overdenture, that is implant supported overdenture. Now we have injected the patient and I'm giving initial drill in the center so that we can put our guide. This is a metal guide which we get. We have very different companies. This we can use for ball and socket as well as for all on 4, all on 6 cases. So that we will be initially there was no guides when I started implantology. So we used to use this and still I'm using this. So now I'm giving initial drills in the region of 4-4 and 3-4. So you can see I'm parallel to the central pin and now I'm going to drill in the 3-4 region. Again, I'm drilling it parallel to the central pin so that both the implant finally will be parallel to each other. So I'm not going to the full depth because I have to take one OPG before I go for the final drilling. So I have removed and I'm putting the paralleling pin in both the sockets. Now we are parallel, but we are very close to the mental foramina. So we will be drilling just few millimeters ahead of initial drill. So that's why we should not go to the full depth. Now on opposite side also we are going to drill in the 3-4 region, 3-3 region, so that we should be away from the mental foramina because we have to preserve and conserve the vital structures and there should not be any complications like paresthesia or something like that. So we are almost parallel to each other. Now again we have taken this OPG but we are slightly tilted mesially. So in the next drill we will be correcting it. So you can see I'm going pushing it little bit distally. Now we'll finish one implant drill and place the implant. We are doing this in the 4-3 region and we have a very good amount of bone. So we are putting 4.2 by 11.5 and 4.2 by 10 implant. So we are checking for the depth, whether we are going to the desired depth. So yeah, now this is the final drill, that is 4.2 mm. Now I'm placing the implant. I am going flapless because I have a very good amount of bone and again I have a CBCT, in-house CBCT, so that I can check it whether I am in the center. I have taken the CBCT but I have not shown it here in the video. So whenever I give my first drill, I take the CBCT to check whether I am in the center. This is the beauty of having CBCT in-house. So in between surgery you can check. So I'm not going to do the second stage surgery also. So I'm placing my healing abutment directly. So you can see the jump because we have not given any incision. So there is a very good amount of gingiva around the implant and this is very important to have a good soft tissue around the implant. So now we'll be starting with the drilling protocol for 3-3. So you have to check every time you have to check for the parallelism. You should check whether you are going parallel to the first implant. So parallelism is very important in ball and socket cases because if at all you are not parallel, so path of insertion is different for both the implant and it is very difficult to manage it. So around 5 to 10 degrees of deviation we can manage, but not more than that. So frequently you have to check for the parallelism. I have again placed the implant mount on the opposite implant so that I can check the parallelism. So we have completed the osteotomy. Now I am again putting this implant 4.2 by 11.5. The beauty of this implant, this is the add-in implant. So it comes with a mount. So there are very less chances that the implant will fall in patient's mouth or outside the oral cavity. And this implant mount is very snugly fitting. So it is very, sometimes it becomes very difficult to remove the mount also. So you should first stabilize the implant. Now you can see the parallelism. It is just 5 to 10 degrees of deviation distally, but still this much we can manage, not more than this. So yeah, this mount came out. Again, I placed mount inside and going a bit deeper. So now with the implant driver, I'm going a bit deeper. And again, I'm placing my healing abutment. So I have to forcefully put it in because there is very thick keratinized gingiva around the implant. And it is very important to have this kind of gingiva. So I thought I have gone up to the desired position of the healing abutment. But see, these are the ball. I'm just checking whether I'm parallel or not. So after this, you can see I'm not gone up to the desired position of the healing abutment. Again, I will tighten it, tighten it. Thank you for watching. We'll post most of the cases again.